Wan was standing here in between the crowd, looking at Taeyong who was walking out of her sight. She got lost into him. Whatever happened right now was beyond her expectations. I should go to him. She ran towards the direction from where Tai went, but suddenly stopped under a seat of outside. She started running inside the party hall to the washroom and started vomiting uneasily. That she needs someone help. When a woman saw her and came to help her. Hey, relax, don't panic. She started grazing her back and softly held her hair. It's okay, don't panic, it's fine. After a while, Vine stopped vomiting and started crying. My stomach is paining. Don't worry, it will be fine. Do you have any of your relatives or friends here? Yes, she had. Her parents, her in-laws, and the most important, her husband. But she remained silent as right now in this situation, she really found herself too much alone. When suddenly time thought hit in her mind. I'm okay, I have to go. Emily furrowed her brows, listening her. It's weird for her, as a while ago she was crying and now she is saying that she is okay. Vine looked at her. Thank you so much, she said, and hurriedly went outside to find her husband Taeyong, who was going away from her. Before they both came here together in a car which was parked by Taeyong here. Car was parked here, but now there is no one's car. I think he went to home. She immediately dialed her driver's phone number and called him here. Soon the driver took her to the mansion and she hurriedly went inside with the hope that Taeyong would be there. But there was not a single chance of him. Soon she realized his car was not outside of the mansion. That means he didn't come here. So where he went? Thinking this, she weakly sat on the couch in living room waiting for him, and she waited till the late night until her eyes got heavy and she fell asleep. In the morning when she woke up, she found herself sleeping on the bed covered by blanket perfectly. Taeyong. She desperately looked around, but Taeyong was not there. So the first thing she did was finding him in the whole mansion. But still he was not found anywhere. I think he went to his office. This will be his first day of office. How can he went without meeting me? She came back to the room. Whatever it is, at the end you will have to come to me, Taeyong. Or where will he go? Although she was tired but still went to work, thinking she will solve this matter at night. Somewhere she knew that this time things had gone wrong and she had to make it right time before it's too late. Wine had already came from office and now she was here again waiting for time while constantly walking back and forth. When the door finally opened and she saw him walking inside. How handsome he is looking, like really a CEO. Is he really my husband or not? She was staring at him amazed while Taeyong noticed her but didn't spare a glance of her, nor even react a bit, and directly went upstairs towards their room. Did he just ignore me? She said in disbelief, pointing her finger herself. After that, she came to dining area for dinner. Now again I have to wait for him. He's driving me crazy. She sat on the chair angrily after a while. After waiting for almost half hour, he came while she was still sitting on her previous place, folding her hands to her chest and with more anger than before, all ready to burst onto him. But when his face came in front of her eyes, her all anger fled away and nervousness took over her as she gulped, staring at his every single move. And he again ignored her like she doesn't exist in front of him. I know you are angry. He sat on the chair in front of her and took out his phone from his pocket, while Vine was just looking at him. You wouldn't eat until the food is served in front of you. I know. She started serving the food while Taeyong was scrolling down the phone. When Vine was done serving, he put the phone beside him on the table and started eating her food. So it was your first day in office. How was it? She asked, hoping an answer from him, not much but at least a word. But it's never happened. He didn't say anything and just continued eating, ignoring her presence completely. The day is about to pass. I have not heard your voice. After that, she started eating her food without any talk, which is not normal if Taeyong is here. When Wine entered inside the room, he was laying on the bed scrolling down the phone. She went to him and asked, I know you are angry on me, but can I know the reason of this silence of yours? He didn't pay any attention to it. I too get angry but never stop talking like you. Stop the childish act. He still didn't react. She puffed out a deep breath in tension. Don't taste my patience, Taeyong. Tell me at once, will you talk to me or not? Yet he didn't react a bit. Now her eyes started getting moist as she found herself helpless. When finally he put his phone down and got her from the bed standing in front of her, and finally the thing she was craving for happened. When his eyes met her, the glance she was dying to take a look of her, not just the voice of him, that's all what she needed. But he was just staring at her eyes with no expression on her face, while she was looking at him hopefully, like ready to listen to him. Please try and say something. I'm dying to listen in. Please, my love. She was too much engrossed into him, but the question is this: did she realize what she said or not? Do you remember the words you said to me yesterday night? Her eyes immediately filled with regret before she answered him. Yes. Do you remember the words I said to you yesterday night? Yes, she remembered each word of him, as it really hurt her. She took a pause while he waited for an answer. Yes. But I was angry. I was hurt because of your words you said in anger. But does it matter to you? Because I don't think you ever care about your words while talking, whether it is hurting other person or not. And if it is really matter to you, then you have not asked the reason of my silence. You hate me? I'm telling I was angry that time. For what you were angry on me, what I did to you. Nothing, now leave it, please. I was not angry but hurt, so my words were true, Wine. Wine, I can't. What? This, I can't. I tried to love you, but I think I was really just trying. I was forcing myself to love you, thinking you are my wife, I should love you, care for you. We just married and you are saying this. I'm sharing my feelings with you and I accept the same from you, but you don't talk to me. Today, please say it. Tell me your thoughts. What do you think about this marriage? About me? What do you feel till now? What do you feel for me? At least take a step towards me. Do you like me or not? Or do I really irritate you? My behavior, you didn't like it? Do you think you will hate me in the future because of any of the reason? Tell me why. Time, you are thinking too much. I think we should sleep now. And I'm also tired. He shook his head in disbelief and closed his eyes to calm himself and immediately walked out of the room while Wine was just left there looking at him. What the fuck is wrong with him? After this, she radically slept with anger on how he just left the room, but she was unaware that Daddy didn't come to room the whole night, and even he slept in the separate room. Right now, Wine woke up from her sleep and sat up on the bed. When I wake up in the morning, I always find him sleeping on me, and after that my body hurts. He is such a clingy person, a headache. Where is he now? They both were having their breakfast. I thought he went to office. What time will you go to the office? They gulped his food before answering her. 9. But he was not looking at Wine. His eyes were only on his food. Soon they both finished their food and now Tai was about to go out of the house when Wine stopped him. Taeyong. His back was towards her but he didn't turn around and just tilted his head a little, indicating he is listening. It's because of that bandit. Give me that bandit, I will fix it like before. He turned around facing her. Give you that bandit? I wouldn't let you even get a glimpse of it. Taeyong, are you serious? Here I'm trying to make the things easy for us and you are just showing me your attitude. Stop being mean to me. You're getting a taste of your own medicine. From the marriage you are doing the same to me. Was not you ever feel yourself mean? I have the reason why I'm doing this. But what's your reason? Why were you behaving like that? Did I do something wrong to you? Tell me. Did something happen? What I did? Taeyong, she said tiredly looking at him. And slowly walked to him staring into his eyes. She lowered her head, placing her both hands on his arms and slightly rubbed them with her hands and again looked into his eyes. Then she finally said, I'm sorry, Taeyong. For what? That's it. Now she can't find the words of his discussion, and it's just made her stare into his eyes. They both were looking at each other while still her hands were touching his arms. After a few seconds staring at each other, they closed his eyes for a while and gulped, and with that he backed away from her and started leaving from there. Taeyong, don't do this. He held in his steps and furiously turned around. I have told you before, don't give up on opportunity this easily. Often we don't find them when we need them the most. But you? Why don't you understand? When I'm asking you something about how you feel, then why do you always change the topic? For the first time he gets angry on her. He yelled at her. but in reality he is just a man who is hurt by his wife's behavior. After saying this, he left from there. While Wine was still standing there in shock, she can't believe he just yelled on her. Tears started filling in her eyes and she closed her eyes, letting those tears flow on her cheek and again opened her eyes. When she took some step ahead, but suddenly she started feeling dizzy and fell on the couch behind her. Time. The last words she said when her eyes were closing and she fainted. After a few hours passed, almost afternoon, she was regaining her consciousness. Oh my head, I slept here. She was thinking she slept here while crying. And this was the day she didn't went to office and just stay herself. During the day she called him but he didn't answer her phone call. And when the night came, she waited for time to come home. When the door opened but he was coming inside under a beautiful girl's arms. Wine eyes waited seeing this view in front of her. She was ready to throw her hands on her as she quickly went to them, but seeing Ty fainted in her arms, her anger faded away and worriedness took over her. Time, what happened? She touched his face and he was burning in fever. Oh God, he's having a high fever. Yes, but would you please put him down? He's so heavy. Wine took time with her as she put his one hand on her shoulder and held him by his waist, while that hand helped her to take him to their room. Wine had called a doctor and he will be here soon. If he has high fever, then why you take him here instead of hospital? I don't know, I'm sorry. Who are you? I'm Maria, Mr. Kim's secretary. I joined today. Secretary? I'm sorry. Actually, sir told me he will drop me to my house, but he suddenly fainted in the car, so I got panicked and directly take him here. How old are you? 24. In what age you learn driving? I don't remember. Guess it. I think college days. So he belongs to a rich family. No, I mean, how do you know this house address? First tell me who took your interview for this job. She was bombarding questions one after another. When Ty lowered, whimpered in pain, was heard by them. Ty, are you okay? Open your eyes. Just then doorbell ringed. This might be doctor. Bring him here. A young doctor was checking him, but Ty already regained his consciousness. This is a normal fever, no need to worry. It will be okay after eating medicine. Normal fever, suddenly. Give him healthy food to eat and relief from stress. Overstress and work can also be the reason of fever. And Mr. Kim, you are doing the same, right? Maria? Yes, sir. Thanks. It's a pleasure to help you. Then why are you saying thanks, love? Ty was shocked but managed to not see this on his face. I may took my leave. The doctor left out of the room while Wine. Come, Miss Maria. Sir, take care. I will. Thanks, Maria. They both were talking while smiling when Wine was staring at them. After passing an over-sweet smile to Ty, she turned to leave, but seeing Wine glaring at her, she gets nervous. But Ty noticed everything and glared at Wine for this. Anyhow, enduring Wine's glare, Maria passed by her and left the room. This girl? She once glanced at Ty and seeing him glaring at her, she gave him a sweetest fake smile and left from there. Doctor, wait. Yes, Mrs. Kim. Actually, from a few days I'm feeling sick. I want medicine. Could you please explain? I'm getting tired easily, change of appetite and feels like vomiting, and most importantly my stomach started paining anytime and it is too much irritating. I can't focus on work. Doctor, think for a while. Do you think I need medicine for vitamin so I don't feel weak? I guess I'm getting older now. Doctor laughed at her after listening this. Why are you laughing? You are too much young for getting older. How can you think like this? Okay, sorry. You are still laughing. Okay, I'm not, but you are so cute. But I have a husband. I know. You are again laughing. I will message you about a female doctor friend of mine. Don't think ahead, don't wait more. Just go tomorrow for checkups, okay? Bye. With this laugh, he went away. He's still laughing. She puffed out a heavy breath and turned around to leave, but found Maria there. Do you have a paper and pen? No. Then I'm giving you an invitation by my own mouth. Leave my house right now. Okay. She closed the door and went to room, only to find Taeyong, who might be sleeping. But after not finding him there, she got confused. Taeyong? He might be in the bathroom. For the peace of her mind, she decided to check on him there, and he was not even in the bathroom. Oh God, he regained consciousness just now and started roaming around. Can't believe. After this, she started looking for him in the whole mansion, one by one, checking each room, and finally he was found. Sleeping peacefully on the bed after ruining his dear cold wife peace. She sat near him at the edge of the bed, while her hands softly ran through his wild black hair. Still angry, now how much will you punish me for breaking that pendant? Forgive me. Her hand was still working on making his hair messy, when suddenly he opened his eyes, making her shocked. He grabbed her hand and instantly lifted his body up to set up on the bed, but unknowingly ended up very much closer to her, that both of their faces were just few inches away from kissing each other, and now her chest started continuously moving up and down, with the rhythm of her increased heartbeat caused by him. Do you really think my anger is because of the pendant? His lips brushed against her while saying this, but his words made her confused. She put her hand on his chest and slightly pushed him away. So what? That was your late grandmother's pendant which I broke. He attached his lips to her, kissing her passionately, but when their tongues started doing its work, then the condition was not only passionate, but desirable. After a few minutes he left her but breathless, but he was too breathing heavily, even more than her. Taeyong, you still have fever. I can't live like this, Wine. Wine listened him and helped him to lay down and went from there, while his eyes were shut. I want your confession. I can't forget the words he told me. I can't live like this. I'm feeling insecure. How can you say you hate me? I'm faking my love. I want your true feelings, whether by your action or words. I will only believe on them. He said with his eyes closed, thinking Wine was listening, but she was not present there. When she came back with a bowl of water and a towel in her hand. Taeyong, Tai, are you listening? He felt unconscious. She gets worried and started applying cold water towel on his head. Time skipped to the middle of night. She was sleeping in an uncomfortable position that woke her up in the middle of night. Tai, she touched his forehead and took a deep breath of relief when she found his fever is normal now. Thank God. She stood up, walking to the other side of bed and laid beside him, covering him perfectly from the duvet. It feels too much complicated. I just wish to forget the past and continue living our life. But what do you mean you can't live like this? Do you want to leave me? You are too good for me. If you want to leave me, then I will not stop you. She placed her hand on his chest and hugged him when a tear rolled down from her cheek.